So picture yourself talking comfortably to a room of 500 people and they're loving every word. Hi there, this is Jonathan Clark, founder of HGE and author of Ignite and Unshackle the Latent Power of You. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how specifically I can assist you in growing your confidence in presenting and public speaking. More importantly, performing at your highest level during any presentation, whether it's a sales situation, whether it's on a stage, or an online video, or a teleseminar or a webcast. In any situation where you're trying to speak and move people to action. I'm going to teach you how to impact people profoundly. Because I've developed the best training, period, in how to master sharing your message, and specifically how to do it on stages and video and in the media. And I've had to figure this out at a very deep level because I've been doing it for nearly 25 years. And I'm paid by organisations to do half-day seminars right up to 8-day in-house courses. And I've shared the stage of personal development speakers and business leaders. I spent the last 25 years of my life honing the craft of presenting and sharing my message at the front of a room. And more importantly, training hundreds of other people in how to do the same. And right now, I'm talking to you specifically about what you have to master in order to speak confidently on a stage. Whether it's a physical stage, behind a podium, or giving a workshop, or in front of a video camera. Or it may be for video, media appearances, sales presentations, or teleseminars. But there's 3 things that you have to be really successful at to convey your message in a way that's taken on board by people. And I'm going to share with you how I can personally assist you in continuing your education and getting you to the next level where you're the best presenter you can be. And it's not about becoming the world's slickest speaker, it's about you learning how the world's greatest speakers do it and how to add some of that into your mix so you become the best you can be. Now, what right do I have to teach this stuff? Because I've been on television, I've been on radio, I've been in the media. You've probably seen some of my online video launches where I promote my home study programs, my live seminars, my books, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. And I started as a terrified little mouse who could barely say hello to people that I knew. And I'm really eager to share all that with you so you can learn how to do it too. And what I've learned is if you're really wanting to be successful at this, then you have to treat it as a serious business. It's got to be real for you. And there's certain skills that you have to master. Now maybe you just want to learn how to be a better performer and raise your game. Listen, I've taught in various colleges and universities in the UK. You can get paid a lot of money for sharing your advice on the stage, on a webcast, or on the phone. And it all comes down to understanding how to put your message across in any modality. Why would a company or organisation pay you 3 or 4 figures to speak to their audience? You need to be good at moving people emotionally. And these days, the entire speaking game has changed. See, in the 80s, it was okay if you were clever and slick and had a polished and rehearsed 10-minute signature speech to entertain people. Well, things have changed. And what used to work back then doesn't work anymore. People aren't hiring entertaining speakers. They're hiring specialist speakers who can impart useful advice and information that gets them from where they are to where they want to be. You have to have a good story, plus the ability to add value and be credible so that people are open to your viewpoint and are ready to hire you. Gone are the days where speakers bombarded event planners with big envelopes and carpet bombing people with brochures and demo DVDs. That's dying out. There's a lot of myths that are dying out. Ancient fables, you know. We're living in a much more intelligent age. We've evolved beyond that. And if it ever worked in the past, it didn't work consistently. See, I don't send companies a big fat mail shot with nice publicity stills. My public programs fill out all the time. And the people that are on there are usually so impressed, they go back to the decision maker and end up bringing me in-house. That's how I do it. Now, wouldn't you like some of that? If you want to be a well-paid speaker on stage or do online product launches, you need to be able to get your message across in a way that lands and it affects them profoundly. Say things that make them laugh for a minute and make them think for ages afterwards. And also how to be able to tell stories in a way that not only engage people, but they actually contain the seeds that you're trying to plant. passing lore down generation to generation like all good cultures have done over the centuries. Now, Stand and Deliver is my live event and audio home study program. And during the course of this video, you're going to learn how to enroll so you can come and join me to learn 15 specific skills, including how to handle hecklers, how to give feedback, how to use learning styles so that everyone in the room gets it. And this is by far the most densely packed and easy to learn training in presenting and speaking, because I'm going to teach you all these skills at the unconscious level so you do it automatically. How do I know? Because I've been to all the other trainings. I've enjoyed the most elegant and enthralling trainers on the planet. And I've watched a well-known male speaker slime a room full of women with innuendo, thinking he was being clever, and then I heard all the women grumbling about it afterwards. I know what works, because if I'm going to stand up in front of a group, I want to get it right. Wouldn't you? I spent 20 odd years learning all of this, so you don't have to. I never taught Stand and Deliver until I'd proven that you can't earn a living from it first. And I've often been asked, how do you manage to get people to come? Well, it wasn't easy, it was a struggle. And I've wanted to share my message for years. Bear in mind, I couldn't read aloud in school. I used to get panic attacks in English if I had to read aloud in front of my class. So I've been there, seen it, worn out the t-shirt. I've had to put myself into the hot seat and force myself to feel the fear and do it anyway. And I've subsequently trained a lot of the major speakers and coaches in Scotland and beyond. In fact, you're usually able to spot one of my guys because they're more confident and they're more competent than other graduates of those other training courses. So you might see some really powerful speakers, but how many of them are willing to share the how with you? Because here you are, and I'm going to give you the best of what I know, and here's how to do it. It's not just about what you say, you're also going to learn how to use the stage. How do you communicate your message in a compelling way? See, I have no problem sharing this stuff with you, and by all means go and learn with other trainers as well. The more tools and methods you have in your toolkit, the better. But we need to show you how to perform well in any of those situations, on stage, on video, in media, over the phone. Because talking on stage is different from how you perform on the phone. And I've got to teach you the 15 elements of performing well. Starting with the number one thing that's going to make you a great speaker, which is to be charismatic and engaging. And the way to do that is to have presence, fully connected with the audience, right here with you. Because you can tell when I'm not actually with you. And you've got to learn how to bring the action and be here and be on when it's important. And over the 2 days, we install these skills into you so you can perform and be at your best because we've conditioned it in. So you could present at a bus stop with zero notice and it would still be awesome. We're going to cultivate the psychology and the physiology. We have to teach you how to persuade. You know, never take the stage without the intention of impacting people's lives. That's the guru's calling. And that's the opportunity that you have when you find yourself standing in front of a group, whether it's a job interview or to a concert hall crowd. And I'm going to share with you the advanced psychological methods to move people to action. You know, what are the mental triggers that you can use to help an audience grow, to act, to implement what you teach, whether it's to learn faster or become more motivated, to learn how to teach in a way that's persuasive so that they actually implement what you showed them. Now, I've been a student of psychology for about 25 years, and I take this really seriously. This is my vocation. I devour books in this field, and I attend seminars and events all the time, looking for the difference that makes the difference. And I want to give you the best insights that I've learned and how to shift people in a way that improves their lives. What is it that will move the needle in other people's lives or motivation? We've also got to teach you how to sell, so that when you have that opportunity, how do you actually get people to take action and help grow their business or improve their lives, or offer your products and programs? Do you know what sells these days? Authenticity. Not hard sales pitches or tricky closes. Not seduction techniques or influencing techniques. Listen, if you're trying to use a technique that some shark sold you 5 years ago to sell, then you're in big trouble. What that tells me is that you can't sell authentically. That's like women who try to use feng shui to bring their ex back. What it tells you is that they can't get their ex back normally, so they're resorting to esoteric magic to do it. It's easier just to get your ex to meet you for lunch, you know what I mean? And two-way communication. Nowadays everyone has a voice, so presenting well is not a one-way download, it's a two-way interaction. See, people are no longer turned on by the arrogant, "Haha, I'm the speaker. It took me ages to figure this out." There has to be trust here. People want more training because you've already moved the needle for them and therefore they want you back. And it took me a long time to figure all this out, and you can get the whole lot in one weekend. It's possible for you too. And this is not the Jonathan Clark Show. It's not just because I'm some sort of specky mad scientist, although that is true. It's about human psychology. It's your time to shine. You've been waiting long enough. It's time for you to share your message in your own unique way. And the only way to do it is to get your message in your mouth out into the public. Okay? So you don't want to be the next Tony Robbins. You want to be the best you that you can be and amplify your own internal spark, and then we set you loose in the world. Because it's what you do that counts. That's my core message. There's a lot of armchair advisors out there who criticise, but they can't do it. There's a lot of people who will rain on your parade because they're jealous of your light and they don't like living in the shade. Never in history has a statue been erected to a critic. So to share that message with the world, I had to get serious. So if you're serious today, then I'd love to serve you on your mission to do that. I've created the best 2-day training you can get so that you can learn how to get your message out in a big way, in any modality, in any industry. So I'm going to share everything that I know, and here's how I'm going to do that. 2 days of learning where we teach you something, you then go and practice it, and then the next, and the next, stacking techniques till your conscious mind gives up, and you just do it auto-magically. And the first thing we're going to do, because it's probably already crossed your mind, is to banish the nerves. I'm going to show you a way to dissolve stage fright in seconds, so you feel safe being you in front of a group or in front of a ladybird. So, how to use your voice in a way that engages the audience and affects their state. What I can teach you over these 2 days will blow your mind. It's often said that how you convey your message is partly physiology or body language. I'm going to teach you how to use your physicality to enhance your message and boost your message non-verbally. How to stand, where to put your hands. So I'm inviting you to this live 2-day event. We're going to cover all the modalities on video, on stage, in live teleseminars and sales meetings. Every one of those areas. I've done them all and I've made a living from them all, so I know what works and what doesn't work. So come with me and take you to the next level. And yes, you can bring a guest with you for half price. It's good to have a study buddy to give you feedback, and it's also safety in numbers, because I know how people are before they book this kind of training. And finally, we've set up a structure so that once you've attended a live event, we've set up a peer review group on Facebook where you can post videos of your speeches and examples of your work, your presentations, so that we can all give you comments and feedback. So you can say, "Hey guys, what do you think of this?" And we'll tell you what we think of the presentation, so you can tweak it and hone it and perfect it. Stand Deliver happens once a year, so you better sign up as soon as you can. We fill every program, and a lot of people are going to be on that course, so you want to grab one of those seats while you can. And the investment is buttons compared to what you can earn back the way. We'll cover all the fundamentals, the most masterful and powerful things that we possibly can teach you that will move the needle to help you break out of your shell in a safe, magical environment, to find your essence and get your voice out there for the rest of your life. So sign up for this once a year program, guaranteed to be the best training you've ever been through in speaking and presenting. How can I say that confidently? Because I'm a product of that program. The fact that you're here with me now, you're seeing in essence what I teach. The fact that I sell books, seminars, products and other services every day of the week, and have done now for 25 years. So Stand Deliver is coming up. When you sign up today, you're also going to get a very cool self-hypnosis track which will boost your confidence and help you lock in all the skills forevermore. Anything you do after that for the rest of your life, you can post in the Facebook group and get feedback from your fellow speakers. So go ahead and book this now, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.